Mabuhay madayaw o may buntag sa atong tanan ug welcome sa Pep Talks for this Friday's edition. Agbayabay po itong mga guests, no? We have different events and promotions that we will be sharing later on sa atong friends and media and to the public. Ako din si Ian Garcia, moderator. So, ato na sugdan tayo, no? Ato ang Pep Talks this morning. We have with us, gikan sa atong far right, kauban nato, he's the organizer sa Hugyaw sa Dagan, Mr. Milber Cantiveros, also from Guy Davao. Tama ba? May buntag, Milber, may bay badayaw. Ay, natay mic na diha. Sorry.
Mabuhay madayo everyone. Good morning po. By the way, my name is Milber Cantiveros. I'm also a tour guide here in Davao City, accredited by the DOT. We also have a promotion po ng fun run this coming November 30. That would be at the Victoria Plaza Mall, the NCCC Mall VP. So we have 3 categories po. This is actually a fun run. So we are trying to promote gathering of families. So we are trying to promote the 3-kilometer distance for the family. And for barkada na gustong mag-try din na magka-bonding sila, maganda naman po ang 5-kilometer. And of course, yung mga regular runners naman po na talagang gustong kumuha ng PR nila or gustong i-try din na long distance, we have the 10-kilometer distance naman po. So the fee is very reasonable naman with the different inclusion. We have the inclusion in the 3-kilometer, which is yung singlet, and may tote bag po tayo, or yung string bag with the e-certificate, also with the silicone rubber band. And of course, everyone's eager talaga if joining the fun run is meron yung mga pinagkakagat nila during the pictorial, which is yung medal. So we have a metallic medal intended for them. For families, we also have promo for this one. We have parents and then 1 kid, and then depende na rin po kung mag-additional pa sila. So may promo for the family. For individual naman na first-timer, would like to encourage them to try the 3-kilometer distance naman. And then for 5-kilometer naman po, we have the t-shirt naman yung inclusion nila. So the rate is medyo tumaas sa konti kasi nga t-shirt na yung nila with the same inclusion. Now, for the 10-kilometer naman po, this is now yung like yung mga gusto mag-prepare for half marathon or tinatawag nila minsan na half Mary or the 21-kilometer. We encourage to try this one before you do the half Mary so that you will know your pacing and everything. So the rate naman po is 1,449 naman for the 10-kilometer. Dalawa na po yung shirt. Meron tayong event na yung singlet and then finisher shirt naman yung tawagin nila after the event. Of course, the same inclusion na lang. However, this naman po, since medyo long distance siya, meron siyang kasama na packed meal. With the 2 distance of 3K and 5-kilometer, we have the snacks na lang po. Now, the time will start around 3 o'clock, gathering natin, and then by 4:30, mag-start na po yung take-off ng 10-kilometer and so on naman po siya. So, if everyone's interested po, I would like to encourage everyone to join. And then, in addition, part of the proceeds po is, yun nga, since we are a tour guide, we encounter different kinds of activities before. Ito pong recipient namin is an all Bagobo Tagabawa learners in Atanawe Elementary School. That is in Turil District po. So, na-encounter namin sila 2 years ago. So, we really appreciate the effort they did to us. So, in return, sila po yung napili namin. Kasi nga, lahat po ng learners talaga, puro po mga indigenous people. So sila yung mabibigyan namin ng parts of proceeds po namin with the event. Yeah. So just search on the Facebook account. We have the Hugyaw sa Dagan Family Run 2025. So meron po tayo mga different QR codes for the registration and also for the Facebook page of us. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Magnahurot din mo ang info, no? This is a run for a cause.
Yes, no? Run for a cause.
Okay, we'll get more information later, ha?
Yeah.
Matana pa tayo sa Milber. We also with us the president of the Davao City Durian Industry Council and is here for their upcoming National Durian Industry Summit. Kauban nato si Sir Emmanuel Belvis. Mabuhay madayaw, sir.
Mabuhay madayaw, sir. So, hello and good morning, everyone. So, I'm here to promote for the 2025 National Durian Industry Summit this coming November 25 and 26, and we hope to not only invite durian farmers but also durian enthusiasts. So at that time we'll have, I think, 3 international speakers from Thailand, Malaysia, and one from Australia to teach advanced techniques on how to plant durian, how to grow durian, especially ngayon na nag-export na tayo. So we hope that this will be a big boost to all durian farmers in the durian industry here in Davao City.
Ayan, thank you very much. So international day ang participation, I know, because we have resource persons from
we have research
different
from
countries.
different countries. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll get more information upon later. And we also with us, the president of the Davao Travel Agencies Association, who's going to share with us a big events, no? 2 big events for 2026. Mr. Gian Cagiat, Maing Buntag,
Maing Buntag, mabuhay Madayaw, Ayan. And first of all, DTAA would like to thank, of course, Ayan Garcia and Pep Talks for inviting us here always. And yeah, we have 2 big events in 2026. The Davao Travel Agencies Association will be having the Davao Mega Travel Sale 2026. That is the homegrown travel sale originally done by the Davao Travel Agencies Association. But we are also having the Vismin Travel Tour Expo, which will be on June 2026. We are very excited because next year, all markets, all dates are covered. Let's say for February, travelers for summer, travelers for there's spring. Okay, travelers for springtime, travelers for winter in Australia. So, pwede kayo dyan sa February. And then, for June naman, would be October for the school break and Christmas and early times of the year. You can still experience winter. So, yeah, we will talk about it later sa mga details namin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gian. And of course, kauban po nato, no? Suki nato diri sa Pep Talks from Eden Nature Park and Resort is going to share with us all the good news that's going to happen sa Eden Nature Park in the coming weeks or month. We have with us Miss Jeline Galagar, Maing Buntag, Maing Barmadayaw.
Good morning! Merry Christmas, everyone! Get ready to unwrap the magic of the Christmas season at Eden Nature Park and Resort as we officially launch our holiday celebration packages. And of course, let's celebrate 2026, the Eden Way. So later I will share to you about our upcoming packages.
Yan, naka-Christmas pa ba? Colors pa ka,
Yes,
no?
Merry Christmas.
In red.
Happy birthday,
Alright.
Merry Christmas.
Kauban po nato this morning, no? From, of course, from SM Lanang, SM Store Lanang, the marketing manager, Miss Margaret Gail Habla, Maing Buntag, ma'am, and welcome to Pep Talks.
Mayong buntag Sir Ayan, mayong buntag sa tanan. O I will be sharing later our ongoing and upcoming promotions for November and December. So mayong buntag.
Okay, dahil salamat. Before we continue, no, I'd like to invite there is a tubangan also from who's going to promote the upcoming first Davao Japan Friendship Golf Tournament. We have Mr. Tommy Inigo and Ms. Liza Gamo. Kinsa pwede mo lingkod? Join us please, Ms. Liza. Dudungan tag chair isa. Dali ha. Have a seat. Welcome to Pep Talks. Okay, okay. Ay, kasha. All right. Again, Maing Buntag, Miss Liza Gamo, of course, representing Davao HRSMA, also part of the upcoming first Davao Japan Golf Tournament. Kan mabuhay Madayaw, Maing Buntag?
Mabuhay Madayaw, Ian. And of course, mabuhay Madayaw sa mga friends natin from the media. It's nice to see you, all of you today. So, Ian, thank you for the opportunity to present to us our first Davao Japan Friendship Golf Tournament, which will going to be on December 5 to 6. So, for the details of that event, I am here with me, si Sir, who will
Sir
be
Tommy Inigo.
working with us.
Tama, buntag.
Yeah, my Mundag Ray. Tami Inigo, Golf Director of South Pacific Golf Davao sa Catalunan Pequeño. So, we're really very happy kasi biglang nag-organize itong grupo for the first Davao Japan, no? Friendship Golf. First in Davao. Tapos, kasi we have, I think around 40 to 50 players, golfers, Japanese golfers, no? Residents of Davao. Now, may darating, so they're also interested to participate. It's going to be on December 5. December 5 will be at South Pacific. And that will be, on December 6 naman, they'll be transferring to Rancho Palos Verdes. Now, for South Pacific, it's going to be a best ball. Wali may partnership yan, no? Best ball and handicap play. Tapos, on the second day, in 6th, doon naman sa Rancho Palos Verdes, it would be an individual score. So, it's a modified scoring system ang gagawin natin.
Alright, we're all excited for this, no? Because this is an international event also, no? Participated by Japanese golfers. And this is an offshoot of the Davao Tourism Roadshow in Japan earlier this year. And we're glad nga mo na gani ang isa sa mga fruits of our labor.
Yes, so when we went to Japan to do our road show, so we went to Osaka, Nagoya, and Tokyo with, of course, in partnership with the Department of Tourism, City Government of Davao, and of course the Davao Hotels Sales and Marketing Association, and the DATA also, Davao DATA rather. So we were very blessed. Now we were able to meet a lot of tour operators and partners in Japan who are very keen into golf. And of course, knowing that Davao has a lot of beautiful, beautiful golf courses na pwede na to ma-offer sa atong Japanese market. And that's where we have this idea to propose with Philippine Department of Tourism, Osaka, to help us out have this first ever Davao Japan Friendship Golf Tournament. And this is not only for Japanese guests, ha, basig nagtuo mo nga, kung dili ka Japanese, you can't participate in this event. This is all open to everyone who wants to really know about golf and of course who's into golf already. So this is open to Filipinos and to other foreign guests. And it's going to be exciting because ang daming raffles, ang daming collaboration, ang daming pakulo na gagawin, especially that we're partnering with Garbo also for this event. So we're very excited, and this is just a beginning of a very exciting event for Davao when it comes to golf scene in Davao. So I hope that you could help us promote this event because, as you know, golfers are very easy to work with. Wala silang problema. They have all the time, the money, the resources. Yes, sir, totoo, di ba? And all they want is to play. So, malaki ang chance natin that we can promote it better, a lot better, of course, as compared to other also places in the Philippines.
And of course, this is an opportunity for us to showcase Davao po, no? The tourism aspect of Davao. Okay, so sundan na ito, no? We'll ask our friends sa media, basta natin mga pangutana. Kasi gusto mo sugod, si Carlo, you have the mic.
Right before I ask the question, I would like to greet in a Dabawenyo way as always, mayong adlaw mabuhay og madayaw gikan sa dakbayan og rehiyon sa Davao. Gusto nga nako ipangutana kang Sir Milber with regards sa up and coming events sa run. Expected target of participants, mga runners nga bot mo salmot, if you don't mind asking kung usay ma-witness nila or kanang ilang mag-participate.
Yes, salamat sir sa imong question. Actually, this is our first run, so we do not intend to make a bigger crowd. So we're just targeting around 500 lang na mga runners for the whole 3K, 5K, and 10K. So that makontrol pa po namin yung crowd. And then more intimate, kumbaga, yung gusto namin ibigay sa kanila na fun run or fam run na ibibigay. So, of course, this is a hugyaw, so parang we are trying to festive yung magiging event po nila with the runners.
Yung follow-up lang nako Sir Milber, the expectations and also katong mga reminders po regarding sa mga boat mo salmot with regards nga dili na ay instances na mo distract or na mga unavoidable circumstances while nagadagan sila.
Yes, so we partnered with reliable na race director and race management team, the Jiggle Runners. So sila naman yung bahala natin with the event itself. Kami naman po dito sa Berg Springs and ako as the race management, naman po kami with the promotion. So we would like to ensure everyone na since we have the race management team, sila po yung magiging magsisecure ng event proper natin within the roads po sa tatakbuhan, within the route.
Okay. Kang Sir Emmanuel, with regards sa
Yes,
durian industry, kumbaga, despite sa unavoidable circumstances, especially sa prediction sa weather, kaya pa ba with regards sa pag-import or pag-export sa durian?
Yeah, sir. The event, sir, will be around November 25 and 26 pa naman. So I think the typhoon will pass by that time. And ano pa naman po, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung production ng durian natin. Ngayong year lang talaga, medyo mahina yung durian natin because of the La Nina. This year kasi we have really bad La Nina. Unlike last year, we have El Nino. Maganda yung bunga. But hopefully, with these speakers natin from Malaysia, from Thailand, Malaysia kasi and Thailand are the top producers of durian. And we can learn a lot from them. Especially, ngayon, it is just our third year of exporting durian. And compared to Thailand, they have been exporting durian for 40 years. So marami talaga tayong matutunan sa kanila.
I'll turn over to Sir Gian sa with the mga travel agents, kumbaga, for next year. The expectations po for those mga travel agents na although we cannot deny with the recent situation diya sa from connecting flights from Davao to Cebu and vice versa, can it still be given na ample time nga makaya raman ang mga tickets na kanilang i-purchase?
Okay. Good question. Thank you very much. Yeah, because for about 3 years now, or 3 to 4 years now, we have been struggling for the Davao to Cebu flights kay duha ra ka airline atong mapilian. However, AirAsia is back. Right? They will be flying from Davao to Cebu. Not Davao to Manila, but Davao to Cebu. So that would help out the traveling public from Davao. Especially not only people coming into Cebu, but from Davao, people would want to depart for their international flights from Cebu rather than in Manila. Because in Manila, terminals are far away from each other, unlike the Cebu domestic and international is just in one compound. So, yeah, it's a good news for everyone. So, we have 3 airlines now flying for Davao to Cebu. Yeah. So, okay taan na.
Turnover
Okay. Effectivity, November na. Yeah.
Let's turn over to Ma'am Liza or Flor de Lisa Gamo. So, nabundak na noon. Ma'am, with regards sa katong first na Davao Japan Friendship na golf tournament, of course, being a part of it, sa expectation po katong sa mga Japanese tourists and the like, nga boat mo salmot, not just for the experience na ba sa golf tournament, but also they can also discover sa mga places sa Davao.
Yes, thank you for that question, Carlo. So, daghan kay expectations ang atong Japanese market when it comes to having golf here in Davao. In fact, prior to this event, the Philippine Department of Tourism in Japan, in Osaka, and some of the golf operators in Osaka also came here to do, not only to do ocular inspection sa atong mga golf courses, but also to try other activities here that you can do in Davao. Because golf is just one thing, but there's so much to see kasi right now sa Davao, daghan kayo mga new activities, tourism activities like our coffee tour, our market tour, and any other activities and places to visit in Davao. And apart from that, of course, no, because Japanese also loves to eat, go diving. So that's not only golf, but they will also experience other tourism activities. So, mo na ilang ma-expect. And of course, no, given that it's being handled by the Davao Hotels and Resorts Sales and Marketing Association, so our hotels and resorts are also ready to welcome them here in, especially in the Burr month. So I always say na ang Davao, one of the strongest months of Davao are really yung mga Burr months, like come October, November, December, because that's the time when people really indulge into different activities, whether it's business or leisure. So we're very excited to welcome them all. And this is just a beginning. This is just an initial start. And we look forward to do more of these, not only with Japanese guests, but any other international guests, so that we can also attract more international tourists here in Davao City. So mauna nga, we really need all your help to support us in this event.
Hey, Ma'am
Thank
Liza, follow-up lang out the topic ra ba? Katong mga up and coming ano na mga promos for Christmas part in, I know I don't want to spill the tea, but what are ano mga up and coming promos for Christmas?
Oh yes, we have a lot of promotions in store, not only with Park-In, but with hotels and resorts, the members ng Davao Hotels and Sales and Marketing Association. But for Park-In Davao, we are expecting our Christmas tree lighting activity on November 14. It's going to be in Park-In at around 6 o'clock. And then we're also already prepared for our different Christmas promotions and holiday packages, whether it's room or with New Year's countdown, Christmas. So Mona, and then we also have this Merry Mercado. It's going to be the first also here in Park-In yung Merry Flea Market kumbaga. I know that it's it's trendy sa mga Davaoenos to do flea market. So we will have one on December 5 to 6. That's for 2 days. So please come and visit our hotel. So we have different mga experiences, not only about clothes or clothing, but any other things that you can buy in the flea market. So actually busy ang mga hotels and resorts right now, but of course feel free to visit the Facebook pages sa atong mga members kasi naa dito tanan ang ilang mga promotions and including the Christmas tree lighting activity. Thank you.
Last na lang to sa SM store, what are the promos na for the shoppers for SM Lanang?
Okay, good morning again. I'm Marga from SM Store. So we have this BDO Kabayan sale, which is intended for our OFW families, and I would like to thank OWA for supporting also this promo for our OFW families. So we have this last leg for December every first Tuesday. So the 10% off upon presentation of any BDO Kabayan digital or the or remittance payment slip to our counters. So that's no minimum purchase requirement upon presentation of BDO Kabayan account of the families of the OFW. They get automatic 10% off. Then starting this November, every Monday to Thursdays, we have a November treat. So it's 200 off on 2.5 minimum purchase for regular price items only. And then on top of that, if you shop between 12 noon to 2 p.m., for all MasterCard holders, either debit or credit, you get additional 1,000 off for a minimum of 10,000 purchase. Yeah. So for 2016, we'll be running up a lot of promos, especially for our travelers. So that's one thing we have. We're also it's a good thing that Mom is here with Eden because we will also having a partnership with an intended partnership with them. So to promote our tourism here in Davao City. And also, I would like to plug in our Christmas tree lighting activity will be tomorrow, November 8th. So that's all for SM. Sorry, it's 2026 next year.
While we're at the Christmas promotion, we'd also like to ask Eden Nature Park, what are their upcoming promotions for the holidays?
Okay, for Eden Nature Park, we know that we are also known for a nature destination. But for this year, we will be offering Christmas packages as low as 700 pesos per person. And then aside from that, we are offering our Christmas hampers. So we have the red basket, the gold basket, and the green basket. So a choice of assorted pastries or Eden vegetables. And for those who wants to order takeout cakes and our famous lechon pork belly, so pwede na sila i-take out, i-order. So you can place your order sa Eden and then we will deliver it dito sa downtown. Kasi murag, when you say Eden, one of our highlights sa buffet is amo ang lechon belly. And of course, our 2026 New Year's Eve countdown event is up. So guests staying at Eden, of course, si Sir, kabalugin na si Sir. One of the Ayala family na siya. Going sa Eden on 2026 to celebrate the New Year's Eve countdown, we have our promotion. You stay, and then you enjoy the NYE event and dinner, and then we also have Christmas and New Year na promotions such as a raffle draws. We have entertainment. So we have the famous Popong Landero to showcase for the entertainment, as well as the Kultura Edeng, the in-house cultural dance group sa Eden. And of course, all of this, we will be showcasing our Christmas tree lighting on December 1. And I'd like to take this opportunity for those media namo na frequently wala kayo na mo na-invite, please do approach Ariasha later if you want to sign up and experience our Christmas tree lighting on December 1.
Ayan, December 1. Okay, before we proceed, unasan si Regine of PTV4. Ay, narito din. My question, use the mic.
Kay Sir Belvis. Sir, unsa ba ilauman na to karon sa atong Durian Summit? Kapilang tuig na ganin ni Sir?
This is the second ma'am for the national. Yung first kasi natin is Asia, Philippine Asia. So, ang ano natin ma'am is highlight talaga is we invited yung experts ma'am from Thailand, Mr. Kamsuke, durian expert siya, and another one from Malaysia, Mr. Chow, and another one, an Australian, which is an expert in regenerative agriculture. So it's a new type of agriculture, growing, farming na it's parang in between organic and
sharing of knowledge.
Yeah. Para maano talaga yung pag-produce natin ng good quality durian. So we hope na maraming matutunan yung mga farmers natin and yung mga enthusiasts na planning to go into durian farming din matututo.
Ilang farmer po ang target natin?
We're targeting around 350 farmers sa not only farmers, also exporters. Exporters will be there to also look for markets, for suppliers. So hopefully other durian farmers na wala pang na-tap na yung export market, they can meet there and see ano yung mga market options nila to sell their durians.
Farmer from Asan, sir? Davao City, Davao Region.
We invited ma'am, we tapped Department of Agriculture to reach farmers not only from Davao City, also mga durian growing areas in Mindanao, some in Luzon and Visayas. May mga inquiries kami, but as we know naman, 90% of all durian dito sa Mindanao. So majorities will be from Mindanao.
Sir, mga musta lang po dahil ko sa impact sa kanang medyo nihit na durian supply sa durian industry.
So, because of the La Nina, ma'am, ngayon talagang mababa yung production ng durian. Kaya ang price ng durian halos hindi bumaba from, I think, last 2 weeks ago, the export market price was around 130 for Class A. Tapos ngayon bumaba ng konti, 125. So, hindi na siya bumaba like the last year na medyo and even the local market mataas pa rin hanggang ngayon because of the supply.
How about may loss ba, sir, sa side ng mga farmers or wala naman?
Actually, yung ibang farmers nahirapan dahil yung iba talagang hindi nakabunga or sobrang baba. Medyo, but the price is higher compared last year. Bumawi sila ng konti, but siyempre, there is still loss because of the quantity kulang.
Nakay percentage, sir, kung pila ang loss in total sa industry?
Just to, ma'am, according sa mga nakausap po na farmers, compared last year, ang harvest nila was just 30 to 10% daw. So, ganun kababa yung harvest nila.
Sir, aside sa puyat, sir, naabatay laing variety sa durian karon na kanang nakita ng potential na pwede natong maano na po sa other countries?
Yeah, for export, number 1 pa rin yung puyat, tapos yung B101, the Duyaya. So yun yung 3 main in-export natin. But a lot of farmers now are planting yung tinatawag nilang Musang King and the Blackthorn durian. I think there were some farmers na nakauna nagtanim, they were selling Musang King at around 500 pesos per kilo. So ganun kamahal. And maybe in the future, we will have a potential. But, dami pa kasing nagtanim so most likely, mga 5 years pa yan magbunga. So, 5 years from now, we will have a lot of Musang King there in the Philippines.
Malaysian variety ba?
Yeah, Musang King sa Malaysian variety.
Sa, sir, sa mga business, with the recent earthquake po, naka-apekto ba siya sa ato ang business? Kaya, yes. Anyone can answer po.
Bauna ko. Ang naapektuhan ang mga city hotels, murag gamay lang nagless ang ilahang bookings na nakatanan sa Eden. So happy me kay dagan kay mi fully book me during the earthquake weekend. So amot siguro ang ilang perception na nakasal sa bukid.
With regards to your question, so for some of the city hotels, like I can talk on behalf of Park in Davao, no? So fortunately, we are so grateful that there's no structural damage. So we only have hairlines, and on that same day of the earthquake, our structural engineer has confirmed that we are safe and we are accepting guests because we receive also guests from outside the city like sa Samal when katong na gani ang tsunami alert or warning. So we have a lot of guests coming from the Airbnbs, katong mga small resorts na naglipat sa Amoa. So yes, we were nami mga cancellations, medyo dako siya because it's group. But the good thing is na nabawi ra siya sa mga FIP or the frequent individual travelers. So okay kaayo kay on the day of the earthquake na ay nag-cancel nga grupo, napalitan na pug mga individual guests, and then katong nag-cancel sa October, they were able to do it na in November. So it means that for all the hotels pa rin, it's still a Merry Christmas. So hopefully wala na yung mga nakalagman or mga disasters na mahitabo sa Davao. And we also pray for our mga brothers and sisters, especially sa Cebu. So let's keep them in our prayer, then also kay dili lalim ilang na experience. So hopefully sa Davao it will continue until this year and next year.
May natay ka na estimated as kung pila ba tong nag-cancel po?
Well, I cannot give the number, but it's more than 1 million. But okay, worry not because nabawi ra siya by November and natapalan ra siya sa mga daghan kayong FIT guests na pakonti-konti lang. na ano po, na nabawi ra po siya tanan. So now the hotels are back to operations, stable, and I even talked to one of our partners in Mati, no, and even them, their hotel was used by the government officials para to monitor, no, the situation in Manay and Davao Oriental. So puno gyapon sila until this stage. So nagpasalamat ta na our hotels and resorts are still doing great despite of these calamities.
Ma'am, clarification lang, million worth, ma'am, na worth.
Yeah, revenue, meaning total revenue. So not a percentage, yeah.
Ma'am, unsa po yatong preparation sa mga resorts or anyone sa Pasko Fiesta na mga events?
The hotels and resorts, especially the sales and marketing team for each of the hotel here in Davao and outside Davao region, they're all very busy to prepare for their different Christmas tree lighting activity. In fact, nagsturya namin sa mga sales and marketing association na mas maayo nga for the Christmas tree lighting activity walay magdoble sa isa ka adlaw, so that katong mga mag-attend di po ba maglisod kay kunwari naa sa Samal, naa sa Davao, duha ka hotels nagdungan. So now we discuss na dapat everyday isa-isa lang ang celebration para masuportahan, tas di po maglibog ang mga speakers who to attend to. And also they're also busy with their New Year's Christmas na mga packages, especially the stays. I know that Eden is very also busy sa mga sa mga stays. Let's say if you wanna go to Eden area, ang properties po sa Samal also busy with their mga different packages. So expect na ang hotel for December 24 and 31, we always puno, fully booked yun mi ana. So now we're running high occupancy. So I would like to advise everybody to book now para na pa may time and chance accommodation to stay kasi punuan gud na. Thank you.
Of course, always magid mi engage with our members sa HRSMA, which is the Hotels, Resorts, Sales and Marketing Association. So as mentioned ni Pres Liza, siya man ang president, nagisabot gid namo sa tanan members na kung pwede lang, i-manage nato na isa lang ang Christmas tree lighting event every day para, of course, kamo, among media invites, dili po maglisod o mag-travel, kay para tanan makover. And aside from that, we have an engagement regarding to kanang mga Christmas packages and promotion na kung ang guest, kung dili man siya gusto sa hotel, is either Highlands or sa resorts, sa mga beach resorts. So, mo po na mo ang very nagka-cooperate me with each other, nag-coordinate me, and we also share, gina-promote na mo on each other's promotion. So, dili lang kami as individual, but gina-promote na mo other hotels. Kasi, for this year naman, ang amo ang goal is really mag-partnership sa ang hotel, sa resort, and then ang coverage na mo, dili lang Davao City, but as Davao region as well. So, mapansin po na mo sa mo ang GC nag-share me unsa ang theme sa isa ka hotel. In fairness po, wala man po yung nagkaparehos. So ana kabibo og ka-resilient ang taga Davao na kita naga-work hand on hand with so dili gud siya competition, it's more on collaboration gud siya. So gahapon nag-start na ang Christmas tree lighting. So, every day, nag-expect na. So, kami amo ang hard copy kung sa itong mga schedule. But of course, it's the properties responsibility or sila gusto mag-invite kung kinsa ba yung ma-invite nila. So, I hope that you will enjoy ang mga pakulo sa lahat ng hotels and resorts here sa Davao. But of course, kami sa Eden, we always take pride. Kami ang naay tallest live Christmas tree, 60 feet tall. So, soon, on December 1.
Ma'am, kamusta po ang bookings for December?
You know what? Happy me, despite na murag, siguro, maingon na nato itong August, murag medyo mingaw, but pag abot og September, October, and then karon November to December, murag nanami bonus. Sure na naay bonus kasi meaning daghan na kay nagasulod at saka napansin na mo tanan ng mga seminars, dati nawala, nibalik na.
Yes. PCL, and any other na mga lakbay-aral. So I think siguro they see also mga other exciting na activities sa Davao. And I was so surprised also na daghan pud nakita ang mga foreign guests lately. I can speak on my behalf ha. Daghan kayo Japanese, Americans because siguro the balikbayans are also here and other Australians daghan pod. So hopefully it will continue until next year.
Early, like gahapon na ako sa resort, early kaayo mi og dagan kay balikbayan. So September, October, puro nanguli ang mga amo ang guest profile, mga balikbayan tanan. And not only murag siguro nakahelpod ang mga consular offices diri kay dagan po big Chinese, Japanese na sige saka because siguro bugnaw na pud kaay sa ilaha dito no travel sila diri pero of course dili comparable ang kabugnaw sa tuwa diri dito pero ang sila mas na-enjoy nila ang nature on kanang peaceful gani kaayo na environment.
Okay. Continue lang ako, mudungog ako kay Gian kasi we're talking about sa tourism travel. Nabo by changes po ba this year compared to last year ang travel or behavior sa taga Davao based sa inyong clients?
Okay. Yeah. Nag-increase karon to iga. Well, because there are a lot of destinations, domestic and international, to choose from, unlike the previous years, right? Now, for example, sa outgoing, of course, the most famous for Davaoenos are still Japan. Next to it is Europe already. And then after that, Vietnam, like Hanoi, Sapa. Vietnam is a very untapped market, and Vietnam knows that they have everything. That's why they are developing other destinations para at least kung nagsawa na ang tao sa Danang, nagsawa na ang tao sa Hanoi, they still have something to offer. So yeah, because of that, daghan kaayo tag mapilian nga destinations, and we have Cebu Pacific's direct flights to DMK for Bangkok and for Hong Kong. So, nami mga nami mga packages nga exit Davao going to these destinations, and it's always full, no? And naay mga schedules nga twice a month, mularga, groups of Davaoenos. Puno gid siya. So, yeah, I hope in the coming months or years, mapun-an po ang mga international flights exiting Davao. And to invite these foreign airlines to fly exit Davao, dili lang manggod na para sa makagawas ta, but always remember na dapat naapod tayo something to offer. So that is the assignment of the private sector. Right? So, kato.
Yes, nabog ko mga nabasa, no? Some operators or agents, ano na po yung hihimo ng mga chartered flights ba? Like GetJet ba?
Okay. Yeah, a good question, Ayan. Because nagdawa sa Facebook recently na very excited ang taga Davao because GetJet is coming. Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Relax.
GetJet is coming. They will be flying direct Davao to Danang. So we would just like to clarify that this is not a commercial flight. This is This is a charter flight. They will fly 3 times this December. One of the big operators whose market is Philippines yun. So he started VietJet chartered flights, exit Manila, exit Davao, exit Cebu. And then this December is exit Davao. And inaani ka grabe ang Davaoenos kung mo travel, especially when it's direct Davao, exit Davao, puno na ang tulo ka schedule. But to clarify, this is not a commercial, this is not online. Pati mao na ang term na mo. It's not online, it's chartered. However, probably it was a good load kasi Vietjet will fly commercially na sa Manila for Manila going to Vietnam. This is really true. The airline already reached out sa mga agents nga, we are coming, we are here. And then, dagan kayong mga new airlines nga selling Vietnam. That's why, before mapalong ang FAD sa Vietnam, I invite everyone na, visit your nearest friendly neighborhood travel agent and ask about Vietnam and other destinations.
It's a good sign for us also, no? Makita nila nga na yung market pod sa Davao.
Yeah.
There's a possibility for them to create connectivity.
Kaya it's only 1 month, December, pero puno na ang tulog ka-schedule. Okay. That's why you listen, private sector, sometimes manggod, negosyante manggod at the end of the day ang airline. So when they come here, naa sila yung market pagawas. But remember, pasulod po dapat naapod sila yung load. Now, you have to think as early as now, kung we expect airlines from Vietnam to fly Davao, na how can we sell Davao to the Vietnamese? Right? So, I hope in ANA, if we start thinking about that, then probably in the near future, swerte na kayo ta dire. And in preparation of, the airport's improvement, para dili pud ta makuan, at least ma-utilize og maayo, ma-utilize og maayo ang kabaguhan sa atuang airport. It's not only enough to say Davao is safe, yeah, but when I arrive, it's safe indeed because there's nothing to do. So we should create new and exciting na mga activities and destinations.
That's a challenge for us.
Yeah, challenge na sa atua para reciprocal ang loads, no? So, yeah.
Okay, bago po mo, nalantay online question from Buddy who's watching us online for Sir Emmanuel. Nag-ask siya kung ang figures daw regarding sa total durian production sa durian from 2023 hanggang 2025. Adun na tayo figures. And second question niya is, asa daw ang markets na to aside from China?
Okay, so last year, I think we exported fresh around 15,000 metric tons fresh durian, and parang ang frozen around more or less mga almost 6,000 metric tons. This year, medyo mababa. Last nakuha kong data from Land Quarantine Office, I think it was just shy around 600 metric tons ang ano. Hindi ko pa nakuha yung peak talaga dahil medyo late yung season natin. Aside from China kasi, our exports in China, they encompass around, I think, 97% of all exported durian. China ang bumibili. I think the second is Singapore, shy around 1%. Tapos yung third, less than 1%, I think it's Japan. And the other countries parang niche na lang. US, may konti naman tayong US, may konti tayong other countries, but konti masyado. And for the frozen naman, it's still China, Malaysia, I think meron din sa Taiwan.
Thank you, sir. Manny?
Kay Sir Manny Gyapon. Sir, last 2023, ang focus sa inyong Durian Summit is more on good agricultural practices. Karon sir, asa ba nakafocus karon ang summit?
Now we're more focused on good quality production, yung ma-boost yung production talaga ng farmer dahil doon kasi it's for food safety para maka-export tayo to get the export standards. But now ang farmers kaya try natin ma-reach kung ano yung ginagawa ng China, ng Thailand, anong ginagawa ng Malaysia to produce as much as them. Dahil if you look at if you ask yung data with production ng durian for the Philippines, the average farm produces only 4 tons per hectare. So, mababa yan compared to Thailand, which is around, I think, they're targeting around 15 tons per hectare. So kailangan natin ma-reach yun para matulungan yung farmers not only to produce more but to produce good quality durian.
Pero this coming summit, sir, istoryahan po ba ninyo ang regarding sa technology that could improve our production here in not just in Davao City but other places na nag-produce of durian?
Yes, sir. Kaya nga in-invite natin yung from Thailand. He will teach more about ano yung ginagawa nila doon on establishing a durian farm the Thai way. Yung Malaysia naman will focus more on on fruit retention, flower retention, and fruit care. Dahil ang problem kasi ng farmers dito, maraming bulaklak pero pag naging bunga na, konti na lang yung nauulog. And nag-invite din kami nung Australian to teach more on regenerative agriculture para hindi lang natin alagaan yung halaman, even the soil, para magiging sustainable yung natin. And not only that, we also have some local speakers, local experts like Mr. Verloquias, durian expert, Ma'am Emma Bayugan, which is a post-harvest expert from the University in the Philippines, and government agencies na nag-lend ng expertise nila on pest management, mga ganyan na. So marami talaga matutunan yung mga farmers na mag-enter.
Apil gyapon ang quandary, sir, sa inyong hisgutan ang technology on para mahimong climate resilient atong mga durians, because at isa sa kuan nato diri is pag mag-ulan dire-diretso sa season, mawala ang season, it's because dili siya makapamulak.
Yes, sir. Kasama doon, sir. Yung mga experts natin magtuturo doon sa yung mga secrets nila na ginagawa nila in their country na hopefully magamit natin dito.
Right now, sir, unsa ba yung problema, sir, sa tuang kwan, sir, aside sa climate change, nganong times na mawala gid ang ubos ang production nato sa durian?
Ang kasi, sir, plants are naturally yung tinatawag na biennial. So, nagpapahinga din kasi yung plants. But we can minimize yung losses natin through proper fertilization, proper care. Hindi naman bababa siya, pero hindi talaga significantly mawawala. Like example, in my farm, yung ibang farmers na talagang walang nag-aalaga, halos zero yung tanim nila. But in my farm, we harvested 40% pa. So, hindi kami na zero. So, hopefully, yung mga natutunan ko because I travel kasi Malaysia, Thailand, just for durian, matuturo din namin yun sa ibang farmers.
Speaking of other ones, ang mga small farmers karon is gina-engage na po, sir, para mag-kuha na tong GACC.
Yes, sir. Sir, first, they need to learn about good agricultural practice. From there, they get the farm code from the Bureau of Plant Industry. And next niyan, if okay na yung lahat ng na yun, the exporter will help them to get the GACC code, which allows them to ship directly to, not directly to China, but makasupply na sila dun sa exporters exporting to China. So, it is a requirement kasi for you as a farmer to parang traceability saan because one GACC code or farm code, matitrace yan saan yung farm mo, and makikita din ano yung practices sa farm mo. So, ano yung in-input mo, ano yung mga yield mo, for traceability and food safety.
So, since karon kay magdaghan na nag-involve karon na mga small farmers sa bantayan sa to ang mga durian enthusiasts na wala kayo'y mga variety sa puyat D101 o duyaya sa kadalanan, no? It's ilang ginako is because
mostly in-export po. But we still have like yung mga naturally nahuhulog, yung mga tinatawag na hinog sa puno, hindi kasi yan na-export dahil syempre it's very ripe na. But yun yung gusto ng locals, yung sobrang lakas yung lasa. Locals naman bihira kumakain ng harvest, that's the one that we ship out, yung harvested durian. So actually, some of the farmers now are doing entering din tourism, ginagaya nila yung durian tourism sa na ginagawa sa Thailand and Malaysia. So some farms are, even my farm is doing that now.
Thank you, sir. Kay Sir Gian. Sir, mga ilang comments mo, sir, since daghan kayong mga reklamo karon no kay mas daghan pa og mga nagaadto abroad no, it's because kung matudad sila sa laing destination sa Philippines, pareha lang daw ang presyo sa mga plane tickets.
Mali. Mas mahal.
Mas mahal yan.
Mas mahal. I'll give you an example. Your Boracay 3-star, 4-star hotel, how much? Compared to 5-star hotel in Bangkok? I mean, right? Number 2, your day-to-day expenses. Cheaper gihapon abroad. Kana gani. Okay man unta, a lot of people would really want to explore the Philippines, especially now kaning nagasikat karon Kalibo, Iloilo, kani nga side dire, Guimaras kana. The golden route of unsa ba na siya nga province. So gusto po na nila i-visit eh. And then Siquijor is nindot ka nakaayo karon. Pero lagi your accommodation is not proportional sa rate. So, dako kayo ang rate, but ang accommodation is mubo kayo nga rate. So, that is why people tend to go abroad sometimes comparing your airfare for Davao to Manila it's more expensive than going from Davao to Taipei. Davao to, like Ian mentioned earlier, Davao to Thailand, mas barato pa. So, yeah. Sometimes because of those factors, that is why mapagbilinan yun ang Pilipinas sa tourist, both foreign and local.
So mali ang perception sir na kung ano mas mahal pa ang Pilipinas, ang plane ticket sa Pilipinas compared sa abroad if they want to visit.
Yes, exactly. Mas mahal yun ang
but
mas mahal gihapon siyempre ang exit kanang abroad ka. Because ang adtuan nimo is let's say Japan. Adtuan nimo let's say Europa. Siyempre higher gid siya. Pero ma-compare na nimo ang Davao to Manila nga round trip, sometimes it goes as high as 13, 14, 15,000 nga round trip. Mapapasahin na nimo padulong og Hong Kong. Di ba, no? So, yeah, that's it. Because of the airlines manggod karon, they tend to give their inventories sa ilang mga international flights. So, ang mabili na lang yun sa atua is premium seats na lang yun. Mao nang mahal siya. Kay remember, in one aircraft, ang naga-sharing ana is the stations of that particular airline all over kung asa sila. Let's say Cebu Pacific, tanang network sa Cebu Pacific, kung sabay-sabay na mo availability of Davao Manila on the same time. So, kung saan mo pag-distribute sa inventory sa aircraft. That is the reason why mahal atong pamasahe, barato atong pamasahe. So, mauna siya.
So, factor ang concern ang break. Pero sa imuhang tanaw sir, as president sa Davao Travel Association, unsa ang dapat buhaton ani no for us na murag kay murag dili man nato nga mapaubos na to ang airfare. So unsa kaya ang dapat nga buhaton for this?
Well, I mean, diha na lang yun kakutob not unless there are new airlines coming in to service the destinations nga dali mapuno. Just like for example, sa November onwards, AirAsia will be getting some of the shares of the two airlines flying in and out of Cebu, for example. So let's say ibalik na po ni AirAsia, for example, ang Davao to Manila. So mabawasan na po nila itong mga loads sa both Cebu Pacific and PAL. So diha, medyo siguro ma-normalize na siya balik just like before. So, pero karon only Cebu Pacific has the most number of aircraft compared to the flag carrier. That is why SEPAC now has the power to, Okay, let's say Davao to DMK, check natin yan. And it's doing good, right? Davao, Hong Kong, it's doing good. Because marami silang extra aircraft. So yeah, maraming factors, and we understand that because sometimes we see the loads of other countries nga it doesn't necessarily mean nga dool it's cheap. It means na if it's in demand, regardless if it's 3 hours flight, 4 hours flight, or 1 hour flight, pag it's in demand, it's really high.
So we're just hoping for more competition.
Yes, that's how it is. We hope for, para ma-normalize, not go down, but normalize. When I say normalize, karon manggod, in a span of hours lang, the jump of the fares are ridiculous, right? It starts with 3,000 in the morning.
5,000.
Not even 5,000. Sometimes 8,000, 9,000 one way. Because of that, dali mapuno ang aircraft. Yeah, so yeah, mao na siya.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Question? Lang. Before kay Gio. Sorry.
Ay, kay Sir Berdes, asa ang venue aning ikwan niyo, sir?
Ay, kanina po yung storya pa ng venue. Anyway, the venue will be on Grand Mensing Hotel. Tapos yung date is around November 25 and 26.
This early, sir, aside from Davao City, asa man ang outside na nag-signify to join, sir?
We have a lot from North Cotabato. From Region 13 sa Zamboanga. Tapos usually mga durian planting areas, but there are also inquiries from Luzon and from Visayas, mga durian enthusiasts.
And lastly, sir, pilang expected niyo, sir, aside sa 350 mo na ba na siyang quality, sir?
Sorry, sir?
Aside sa 350 farmers, mo lang din yung nakuan or napa-expect na mo daghan pa?
Sa ngayon, sir, 350 pa, sir, but we can expand naman, sir, if usually kasi pag ganyan, dun pa sa event dumadami eh.
Asa bang mga barangay sa Davao, sir, nagkakuan og durian, sir? Aside sa Kalinan, sir?
Davao region is the biggest talaga. So, Davao region, next is North Cotabato, region 12. Tapos, I think, next is region 13. So, yun yung top 3 na areas planted. And maybe 5 years, 10 years from now, ang next na upcoming naman is North Cotabato dahil marami talaga silang expansion.
Thank you, sir. And to Sir Inigo, ilang expected yung participant dito, sir?
We're expecting around 180. 180
May Japanese
players.
pa na sali, sir?
Meron yan. 60 siguro hapon.
Ano bang golfers na professional?
Golfers yan. No professionals allowed. Tapos per flight kasi 4 no? This is going to be a partnership. So, 2 Pilipino, 2 Hapon. That's our target para magkaroon talaga ng friendship match. Hindi sila magkakagulo, hindi magkakaintindihan yun eh. Well, anyway, ang kinakatakutan namin by this, itong month na to, medyo ulan-ulan, no? So, that's why it's up this South Pacific and Rancho Palos Verdes, which are owned by Santa Lucia land. They are all-weather golf courses. So, wala kaming takot pag umulan. Rain or shine. Okay?
Okay, Gio? Asa to, Mike? Liho.
Lolo. To Ma'am Liza. Ma'am, since it's the first ever, Davao Japan Golf Tournament, what makes it unique, ma'am, or what sets it apart compared to other golf events sa Davao City po?
What makes it unique, sir, is that good siya, sir. We totally block the entire golf courses for exclusively for them. Kasi with other mga foreign guests let's say if golf sila sa other city, magulat pa man sila og napa sila waiting time, magulat pa sila og na availability. This one is exclusively for them to enjoy our golf courses and And we also want to, we want them to try also yung mga 2 golf courses this time. Kay para dili lang isa. So that's, and then in terms naman of their arrival, so I already, all the hotels will be preparing mga packages na pag abot sa airport na agad mo musugat sa atong mga guests na sila transfers included. And then also from the hotel to the golf courses is also being arranged at the moment. And also, the post tours after the golf tournament, so they have an options to go to Samal or to go to Eden or Malagos or Kapatagan. So any new tours sa Davao, so they have the options. They will be given mga discounted vouchers also. And naapoy mga raffle prizes because we're asking also sponsors, no? So it's going to be a different experience this time, sir. So, git siya, coordinated with of course, in partnership with the City Government of Davao, Department of Tourism, and the Davao Hotels Sales and Marketing Association, and of course the 2 golf courses this time. So that's what makes it special.
You're hoping to make this annual, ma'am, no?
Well, hopefully, I mean, not only Japanese, no, kasi daghan po na mga other countries na even Koreans love to do golf, and even Filipinos. So, siya, this is, lang talaga, like for a start, para ma-promote lang yun ang Davao for golf tourism. So, yeah, baka makadagdag si Sir Inigo, what makes it special for the Friendship Golf Tournament of Davao, Japan?
Yeah, okay. Kasi yung mga Hapon makipaglaro sa Pilipino. So, the Filipinos, kasi pag nandito yung mga Hapon, no, they just play sila-sila lang. And now it's going to be together na with the Filipinos. So, mas something really very special for the players. Especially, like I play, no? Siguro in my 20-25 years in golf, once pala ako nakapaglaro sa Hapon. So, this would be a very big chance already para makahalubilo tayo.
Sir, you mentioned kanina, no, you're going to invite mga 14 to 15 Japanese golfers, no? Tama ba? These Japanese golfers, no, are they seasoned players na? Or
no, they are, what would say, regular golfers in Japan. Just like we had the tournament, the professional PGT tournament the other week. May 4 na Hapon talaga. They flew into Davao just for the event. Naglaro sila. Meron sila. Okay. Meron din Koreans. Pero glad to say ang nanalo, Pinoy.
Okay, thank you. Then kay Sir sa Hugway. Sir, correct me if I'm wrong, ano siya na, sir, no, kanang run for a cause? No?
Yes, sir. It's a run for a cause, sir.
Sino ang mga beneficiaries nito, sir?
The beneficiary, sir, is the Atanawe Elementary School, sir. They are located in Barangay Atanawe in Turil. So, na-encounter kasi namin sila during our being a guide. Meron po kasi kaming activity every March during the Araw ng Davao Festival. Kung Dabawen niyo ako. So, it was first time po na nalaman namin na all of the learners from that school are all Bagubo Tagabawa. So as the president also of the Association of Tour Guides here in Davao City, the Guide Davao, so yun nga, nag-formulate ako ng event and then naisip ko na sila naman yung magiging beneficiary ng aming event. So,
how many beneficiaries is the event?
We're about 400 students to po sila ngayon, as according to the principal. So actually, I cannot post lang po talaga ng mga pictures kasi nga mga bata po kasi yung ano natin. So I also have to take the privacy of the students. But rest assured, that my coordination now with the principal of the elementary school.
As question, sir, what would be the type of support to be given to them po?
Naisip namin before kasi, sir, was like goods na lang. But since medyo naman, we intended na lang in a cash basis po. Depending on the result of our event na basta meron kaming may bibigay po sa kanila. Okay, na cash. Kasi para sila na lang po yung pipili yung pwede na lang ibigay during the Christmas season. Kasi in line nga, pa-Christmas na, pa-December na by the next day. So parang maging pang-Christmas party siguro nila na mga goods na pwede na lang bilhin.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Gio. Last question na lang because we have 4 minutes, 3 minutes to go. Okay, kay Gian, you mentioned earlier we have 2 big events. So one is the Davao Mega Travel Sale, and the other one is with the...
The other one is really very exciting because this is the Travel Tour Expo Vismin. So, ibig sabihin, we will have visitors from Visayas na coming into Davao because all the airlines, all the suppliers, all the suppliers for travel will be here in June. That is why meron tayong influx from people sa Visayas region. We expect guests or prospective buyers from Iloilo, from Cebu. They will be coming here. So it's a very big event sa June. But for sinasabi nga namin, for next year, all the seasons are covered. If you want to enjoy abroad, winter, spring, summer, autumn, then next year will be Davos year for travel abroad. Yeah. So lahat yun covered natin. But stay tuned for June because that will be big. It will put Davao City and in the map talaga for one of the avenues to have a huge sale in travel, no, hindi lang for domestic, hindi lang for international but also for domestic. So, yeah.
And the name of the expo is the International
Travel Tour Expo Vismin Edition. So, yeah, a very exciting.
First time for Davao to host.
Yeah, first time, and it's very overwhelming then because they chose Davao and the National Association partnered with us. That is one key factor na we are so proud of because they just did it in Cagayan de Oro, they just did it in Iloilo, but here they tapped us to partner and create this one event that will be enjoyed by our locals and also from people from the Visayas region.
It's another opportunity for us to highlight also our mga tourism sites and properties in Davao region. All right, so we're ending with a good note, no? With Gian, and like to thank again our guests, Milber, Sir Emmanuel, Gian, and Jeline, and of course we have with us Miss Margaret and Liza and Tammy. And we hope to look forward to atong mga events sila. We hope to get the support of the private and public sector for the upcoming events and promotions. So, daghang salamat and good morning. For media friends, salamat po, and we'll see you on our next Pep Talks in 2 weeks. Maayong madayaw, mabuhay sa matupagan.